Hello, this is Kara from Kara Tarot, doing a handheld video today, so we'll see how it goes. This is a general reading for Thursday, March 27th, 2025. And I'm using a spread that was by US Games. It was designed to go with the Woven Spirit Oracle by the creator of that deck. I, of course, am using the William Blake Tarot today. This is a spread that is not so much designed to give you answers as it is to give you a little more depth of insight. So the first card is a central card, and this is the card that represents you. This will feel right at home for many of us that read tarot. This card in the William Blake Tarot is called Imagination, but this is the Hermit card by any other definition in any other deck. This is the Hermit card number 9. It shows the Hermit, instead of holding his lantern up, he seems to be holding his lantern down to make sure that he has a steady footing and can see where he's going. Around the edge of this card, we have all sorts of activities. We have more shepherds down here. This time the male shepherd and shepherdess have their sheeps inside the gates with a dog, keeping them in there. We have looks like a peacock and a cockatoo, and then flowers and fire and smoke, perhaps ether, and angels up in the clouds. This card that represents you in this layout is a card that is specifically about stepping through new spiritual doorways, so leaving behind the spiritual path that you had before and opening up new vistas that are dark to you now, but will be lit when you get through them. The second card is about your family. The card that is called Reversal in this deck is a card that would usually be called the Hanged Man. It is most often looked at as the ability to see things in a different way, whether this is forced on you or whether you have chosen this, finding a different perspective. And from that different perspective, the possibility of finding new insights, new creativity, and new solutions for problems that might not have occurred to you if you had gone down a more conventional path. The third card is those who are close to you. And it looks as those who are close to you are undergoing hardship now. This would be equivalent of the 5 of Pentacles and the ordinary suit, but this is a water suit in this deck, the 5 of Painting. So this deck, I usually consider the water suit in this deck to be spirit. So the hardship that's being undergone may not be the typical material hardship. It may be a spiritual problem. You see this character crying as people point fingers at him, even though this character next to him is there in support. He appears to be pleading for mercy. That is people close to you. So you may be experiencing this with someone close to you. Number 4, others in your circle. These would be casual friends, strangers that you're encountering. This is magic. This is the Magician card. We have both a forward and reverse imagery here. We have lightning coming from the hands of the person in the background, And then the person with his back to us is praying to the star. We have fire. We have what appears to be a waterfall. We have the clouds, which represent air. And we have mountains of earth on the right. We have the bull on one side, and I believe that's a sheep. Yes, there's a sheep staff there. So this is the magician card with all that entails, which is usually about being able to handle the tools that you have with dexterity. So there are people around you who have a lot of skill, and they may be able to lend support to these problems that are going on over here. There are people that you may not even know yet. These may be people that you turn to, strangers or one of the groups. Could be people that you turn to for assistance in an organization, and it looks as if they will be very skilled and able to help. Card number 5, your immediate environment. And this is innocence, or the fool. In this particular fool card, we have the dog falling into the willing open mouth of a crocodile. And it looks as if the fool is saying, uh-oh. But the fool generally means new ventures. Counteracting this negative image, we do have a large house, so material comfort, as well as the sun's rays shining up to lighten these darkened skies. So we have the innocence and the freshness and the new outlook. And this is your immediate environment that you're in, perhaps not your family, perhaps another environment, is really giving you refreshment and the possibility of a new start. Your work environment, lucky you. This work environment is the Empress, nature and nurture, that supportive environment. It could be as little as your day job allows you the financial support that you need to do other things, to do your arts, or it could be that you are fortunate to be working in a job that you really love, that provides you opportunity to care for others and to demonstrate all this flowering within your personality. And the last card is the World. And here we have the 5 of Science. This would be the equivalent of the 5 of Swords in a normal Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Division. No surprise that the world is undergoing a lot of division right now. 5 of Swords often is about treachery and people you can't trust. I'm not going to name names, but I think we all know who that is. And so this is what's going on in the world right now, while all of these other things are going on in a much more personal front. We do have a little bit of hope in the division in that there is some growth coming out of this division. It's very spindly and weak right now, but there also are some little rays of sunshine to be seen there and the dawn. So let us all hope that the dawn will be bringing us something better in our world. And of course, I have to mention that the majority of these cards are majors. Only 2 of these are minors. So you'll want to remember that those are major currents as opposed to more transitory elements. I don't remember the name of the spread. I think it was the Connection spread from the Woven Spirit Oracle, the spread by US Games. A reading for Thursday, March 27th, 2025. This is Karataro. I hope that this brings you some meaning and some enlightenment and perhaps some tools to deal with some of these things going on in your life. And as always, if this reading doesn't have any particular meaning for you, just take this as an opportunity to get to know this deck a little bit and to get to know how this deck is structured and how the meanings of these cards relate or don't relate to the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is the William Blake Tarot of the Creative Imagination. This is Kara from Kara Tarot. Thank you.